Hi guys, it's Jay. Well, right now, I know I'm in terrible lighting, but I had this thing I wanted to talk about, and I felt the need that I had to talk about it now. So, this particular story is about my boyfriend, who I adore my boyfriend, I do. And we've only been dating for a few days. And we have been friends for, 3 years? Yeah, we've been friends for, 3 years? Going on 3 years. We've been friends for a while. And then he graduated, so he's a year ahead of me. So when he goes into his freshman year of college, I'll be going into my senior year of high school. So we're only a year apart, and he's this wonderful guy. And so we had this really great chemistry, and we both acknowledged that we liked each other, but we had never tried to date because he had been dating one of my friends for a little while, and then he dated another one of my friends. It was weird, which is actually kind of weird. I never thought about it as weird because I never said outright, hey, I want to date you or anything, so it wasn't like I had any claim over him as a person, but it was weird kind of that he was going around dating a lot of my friends, but then we weren't dating each other, and then he broke up with my friends, or they broke up with him, and he had this really weird off and on relationship with a friend of mine who, I'm not going to name any names here, because I just want to protect their privacy, and you're probably, unless you are one of my subscribers that is a friend of mine, you aren't going to know who these people are. You're just not. It's just a really weird thing. He kind of he was dating a lot of my friends, which I don't fault him for. I don't. I keep bringing that up because I'm trying to remember my place in this story. But then another issue with us dating was that I did not have a phone. Well, I had a phone, but I didn't have phone service. And I only had phone service for about, maybe 6 months while we were friends. And then, I didn't have it for a really long time for a reason that I will get into way later. It's kind of complicated, but really not. Just not the time to mention it right now. And then, I wanted to date him, but I was there's no point in dating this guy when I'm only going to see him at school, and there's no point. So then he graduates, and I talked to him every day, mostly every day, but then we had this weird thing because it was his girlfriend at the time, had done something that I'm not going to mention unless he tells me that I can. And then they both have said that it's okay for me to mention it. And even then, I'm probably not going to mention exactly what happened. But she had done something that made it really awkward between the two of us. She told me a few things about him that I couldn't really get behind. These were things that I couldn't get behind in a relationship with anybody. And I'm asexual, and from what happened in his previous relationships, I knew that he was a guy that he may not be an nymphomaniac, but he wanted to have sex, apparently, and I'm asexual. So sex is never going to happen with me, which is another reason that I kind of I didn't want to date him because I knew that I felt like that was going to be an issue at some point. And, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm asexual either. So going into this, if he doesn't know that I'm asexual, it's because he's not paying attention. Because I don't I basically announced it. My friends kind of we bring it up in a joking manner, and we share one class, but then I share that same class with a lot of my friends, so he should know. I mean, I think he knows, and even if he doesn't, I will tell him that. And if it's a deal breaker, then he wasn't worth my time. But anyway, I have an issue with this guy. I really like him. Now, I have just gotten phone service myself, so now when I got it and I got my new phone, I was like, hey, this is my new phone number, and he talked me into dating him, which over text. So I'm actually, I think he's staying in state for college, but regardless of if he stays in state for college, I feel weird about dating this guy, because as a person who didn't have phone service for so long, I basically, all of my talking with my friends was when I saw them at school or outside of school, when we hung out, or if we talked on Facebook Messenger when I was online. But like, because of that, I'm not used to having to text people, and I'm not used to having texts come at me that I have to answer immediately. And he is I've noticed this, and when I say clingy, I don't mean clingy in a bad way, I mean clingy in the sense that he wants to text and talk to me and get to know me better because we only really knew each other as friends. But I don't like talking to people, and that's not saying I don't like him, because I adore this guy. I think he's wonderful. Don't know if I love him yet, because we've only known each other for a few years, and we've only been dating for a few days, so love is not even on the table for me right now. But it's the fact that he's saying these really sweet things, and he's a really sweet guy, but I don't want to talk to people that often. He sent me rapid fire texts. And I'm like, I can't handle that. I can't handle rapid fire texts. I just can't, because first of all, I get social anxiety in a regular conversation. So when you give me rapid fire texts, that's like, I take that in as if, what's a good metaphor? As if somebody was talking at me rapid fire. It's like that. It's terrifying to me. If you talk to me rapid fire in person, talking to me rapid fire over text, I ignore that. And I let the messages pile up. I see them, and I could reply, but I don't. And this is, if he ever sees this, he's going to be so mad. But honey, it's not because I don't love you. Well, I don't know if I love you. It's not because I don't like you. It's because I don't know how to handle that much talking to people. And if that's what dating is, then I guess I'm not ready to date. I've kind of been leading towards a romantic for a while, so this is kind of like my first relationship, and this will kind of like put me on that, am I aromantic at all? Because being an aromantic, asexual kind of like puts you on like the I never want to date anybody, I never want to have sex, someone's going to be alone for the rest of your life, which it's not bad if that's what you want to do. And I'm not a good dating person. I don't really date at all. So this isn't my first relationship, but this is my first one where I've like been able to like have phone service and talk to this guy and have a lot of genuine conversation. It's not that I don't want to, it's that I don't know how to handle the genuine conversation. So whenever he texts me and he's like, I want to get to know you, I kind of like close the message, or I drag his little bubble down because I don't want to talk to him, though I could. I'm not actually doing anything. I literally have been sitting on my phone watching YouTube videos literally all day, or like reading fan fiction or something. I've just been doing basically nothing, a few house chores, so I'm not actually busy. But like, he thinks that I'm mad at him because I haven't been like trying to talk to him. I give him like one-word answers when I do talk to him because I don't like talking to people. I'm not good at it, and I kind of want to break up with him because it seems like he needs me to be talking to him, and I can't do him talking to me, and that's an issue. Well, leave me a comment down in the description on what you think I should do, if you think I just need to man up and handle this, if I need to tell him I'm asexual or whatever. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'm the hero Metropolis needs. Let's go. Bye.